In this video, you'll learn the one thing that's going to help you improve your English listening skills. You don't have to understand every word. Not even native speakers do, and that's okay. The secret is to understand the overall meaning and not just individual words. If you can do this, you're going to improve your English listening skills dramatically. Are you ready to find out the one thing that's going to help you improve your English listening skills today? If so, then let's get right into it. In every sentence, there are stressed words, and stressed words are the most important part of a sentence. If you are able to pick up the stressed words, you will have more of an understanding of what someone is saying. Today, let's find out how sentence stress works and how it's going to help you improve your English listening. By understanding sentence stress, you will have a big advantage in your listening. Stay all the way into the end, and I'll give you some tips on how to improve on picking up on those stressed words. Sentence stress refers to the words that we stress in a sentence or that we're placing the most importance on. These are usually going to be nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. For example, take the sentence, I work in a town near Fukuoka. The verb in this sentence is work, and noun is the town. This is important because not all languages use stress words. In the example before, I work in a town near Fukuoka. Can you hear the rhythm of that sentence? I work in a town near Fukuoka has a certain rhythm to it, and each of those stress words are going to give you a clear picture of what's important in that sentence. Work, town, and Fukuoka. So, I live in Japan now, and Japan is a very different language from that of English. It is a syllable-timed language. Each syllable is pronounced with the same stress and duration, which gives it a very different rhythm. When I first got to Japan, I found that very hard to pick up on. Listen to two sentences so you can see what I'm saying. The first is, I work in a town near Fukuoka. The second is, I've been working in this town outside of Fukuoka for years. Can you hear the stress in the same places, even though that second sentence is much longer? That's why English is considered a stress-timed language. And if you can start picking up on those stresses, you're going to go a long way in improving your English skills. If you try to follow each word, you may find that it can be frustrating when you're not able to pick up everything. You hear working, town, Fukuoka, and years. That is what Americans hear, and that's what you should be listening for too. This brings us to the next point. Listening for stress words is a strategy that native speakers use as well. Even if I'm in a situation like a stadium where I can't hear everything clearly, I can still listen for those stressed keywords and pretty much be able to pick up on everything that's going on in that conversation. This, combined with the context of that situation, helps me to pick up on the things that I can't hear because of the noise, and this is going to get me to the overall meaning. These are the same learning strategies that you should be using as well. The third reason is that changing the stress of a word will change the meaning in English of what you want to focus on. In our example from before, I work in a town near Fukuoka. Now I'm putting emphasis on the word near in that sentence. Maybe I want you to know that I'm not working so far from Fukuoka, so I put that focus on near. Now, town is focused on less because I want you to know that I'm near Fukuoka. And this is just going to make it more clear on exactly where I work. Of course, we also can't forget context and stress, but if you can learn stress words, it really will help you improve your English listening. Just know that whatever level of English you do reach, there's always going to be words that you can't understand. So what you really want to do is just focus on being able to pick up on the overall meaning when you're in a conversation. Next, I will give you 5 things that you can do to improve your skills with picking up on stress words. Number 1 is to take dictations. You can do this with short audio text. Try to get down 2 or 3 sentences. Listen and then write down keywords and stressed words. Listen again and write down any extra words that you were able to hear. Listen a third time, and this time, write down as much as possible. Then go back again with the transcript and check to see how much you were able to pick up on this time against that transcript. And this is something that YouTube makes really easy to do. Number 2 is you can do longer listening, such as news or podcasts. But this time, what you're going to do is don't write anything down. Just really take the time and listen. And this way, it won't seem like you're studying. Number 3 is to change your expectations. Don't expect to understand everything because no one does, and not even native speakers can pick up on everything. Number 4 is to listen to English at least 1 hour a day, and this can be spread out during your day. For example, maybe you can take a little listen over breakfast. Maybe while you're on the way to school or work, get on a little more listening, and then listen to English right before going to bed. Whatever you do, just make sure that you can get in a good hour of English listening each day. The thing that you want to make sure that you are doing here is get in quality English listening every day so you make sure that you're building up that English listening muscle. Number 5 is to get away from using subtitles. I know it can be hard, but you need to get into the habit of watching TV or movies without them. Using subtitles is going to encourage you to focus in on reading instead of really paying attention and trying to pick up on those stress words, which is what we're really trying to improve on doing, right? Now that you know what stress words are, how important they are, and how to study them, what are you going to do now? If you got any good benefit out of this video, how about hit that subscribe button so that you can see more videos like this. And if you're interested in learning more about how to improve your English listening skills, how about click this button right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you.